Welcome. Yes, it's that Friday feeling, and it's Dad's RC Hangar Friday feeling. My name's Chris, and we're doing today not a lot. No, it's more of a little hangar chat. Why? Because I had to work today, and yes, I still haven't got a few videos to give you that I do up front, but that's okay. That's okay. We can chat about a few things anyway. One thing is that my good friend Dom from Essential RC, everybody knows Essential RC. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you've not on this planet, you're from Mars or Pluto, and you don't know Essential RC, then go and check him out. You can see all the fantastic planes in RC. It's just awesome, and of course everything else. But anyway, I went and bumped into him the other day, and I sat on him for a little while, and I persuaded him to part with an aeroplane, obviously for cash. But yes, and this one here. Now, I George from Formax, which is a lovely guy. He said, "Chris, come on, let's get flying. Let's get this flying this year because this is crazy. You're not flown." Yes, I know. I've always got an excuse not to go down the field. It's not an excuse. It's more sort of things that's going on. It's like, for instance, he said, "Let's go flying tomorrow." Yeah, fantastic. Then my wife reminded me that I've got a date with our granddaughter. Yes, I'm going to build her kind of massive climbing frame with tent and God knows what else, and yes, it's going to take a couple of days, so you can't let the kids down, right? Or the grandkids, so whatever. So anyway, so we've got this one here, look at that, the OMP Hobby Bushmaster. Now that's just a wing, obviously, because she's a big girl, and yeah, you'll see anyway. So I'm going to get that ready. I've got to get my radio ready and everything else. I'm going to be trying out one of these. If you can see, you probably won't be able to see that because it's all out of focus. Can I get enough? There we go. Which is the FR Sky or Free Sky. FR Sky. He did tell me how to say that. If it was FR Sky or Free Sky, something anyway. A TWSR8, so I'm going to give that a go. It is a bit OTT for the Bushmaster, but then again I think it has got 8 channels because it's got flaps as well. 1, 2, I don't know, I'll work it out. So I need to get all that ready. Now, as I say, it's been a bit crazy leading up a few weeks. I mean, I've got a break end of next week. I'm off for a couple of weeks, so I intend to get into the hangar mainly because I've got so much stuff going on in the hangar. As I say, you haven't seen the new table yet. You saw a bit of it last week where it rose up and rose down. It's just to give me a bit more room that I need to carry on building. Now also just to give you a bit of heads up, that you we're talking about where the cuttings, you know, for the ribs for the Lysander. Thank you for ever so much for all your feedback, everybody else that gave, you know, what to do in bits and pieces, and I did speak to Cliff Harvey and everybody else, and Colin as well. He was there as well and sent me a few photos to say, well, why don't you know, do it like this. It's a group decision, I think, and yes, I'm going to cut them out by hand. Yes, so I'm going to cut them out of all the paperwork because I mean it's got big holes in here and everything else. And I'm going to stick them down and then cut them out twice for both sides, and I'm going to do the same with the wing as well. Now that's going to take me a little while to do. I didn't want to put it on a video for you being bored and everything else. I might just record it and do it within a couple of seconds on your video just to see me do it. But you know, I didn't want to do the same thing. I would have been probably the 3rd week I'd be talking about these things. That's going to be done soon. Oh yes, I don't know when. Probably, but it will be, whether I can get it done this week maybe, I don't know. I need to get it done before next week's video anyway, so we can move on with the Lysander. I made one of them funny noises again. Excuse me. Yes, it's all the air and the hot and the God knows what else. Couple of you saying about a boat. Yes, it's over there. I've got to finish my boat. It's just sanding down. What took so long about the boat, and the reason I kind of veered from the boat, is because the front I just couldn't get the front right. Where you've got where it goes ply to a big chunk of balsa and you try and sand it down, you always sand down the balsa more than the ply. So yeah, got to work on that one. A couple of you saying as well about the permagrit tools. Someone said to me, is it worth investing in? Yes, it is. I got these over here as well. Hang on. Also, these you get the kind of files, different sizes and bits and pieces, permagrit. Also not cheap, but worthwhile investing. If you're going to build in any stuff, then go to Permagrit, I would. Obviously there's lots of other sanding blocks and other bits and pieces that you can use. It's like these ones down here. It's like, I think I've got these from Amazon, so they're kind of spongy, but they've got like a diamond plate on there. Different grit. Once again, it's metal, so you know, as long as you clean it out afterwards, like a quick brush, that's going to last you a lot longer than a bit of sandpaper, and it's great. But like the Permagrit tools, I mean, this is quite. I think I've got a bigger one somewhere, but they come in different shapes and sizes and everything else. And you got like a hard grit, which I'm not sure. Apologies, what grit they are, but there's like a really tough one and then a kind of smooth one. So. And it's great, you know, you've got a little lip on there. It's just, yeah, look into it. You try different shops that are local to you. It's pointless me saying who to get them from, because there's so many wonderful shops in the UK, including Formax, of course. But Formax is always my electric person to go to. I mean, you see these little blue bags. You probably don't. You see that blue bag? That's all the Lysander electronics. And there's a bag over there full of electronics for a plane that you've not even know about. A box that you don't even know about. I've not even unboxed to show you to build. Excuse me, a bit wheezy today. Yeah, a bit wheezy. Yeah, I didn't want to show you. It's a secret plane yet to be unleashed in Dad's Aussie Hangar. But yeah, so the Bushmaster is already ready to rock and roll. There's a couple of bits and pieces that I noticed that just, I think on the other wing, one of these, oh, in fact it's that one that's a bit, hey! So it's I need to go through it with a fine tooth comb, make sure everything's spit spot, and then that's the one I'm going to be doing this afternoon anyway, before tomorrow. And then hopefully if the weather's good in the evenings and George is up for it, we'll be going down there and flying this, and we'll video it. Dad's Aussie Hangar's first 2026 flight. Wow, can you believe that? We're halfway through 2026. I'm not even flown, mainly because my plane crashed, didn't it, just before last year. And I haven't got the wing walker, wing dancer, whatever it's called over there. You see the wing up there above me. Also yellow and red. Haven't got her finished. I didn't finish the wheels, and then I started another project. I am terrible. Please tell me that you don't mind me staying on one project. Okay, the Lysander is different because I still haven't cut these out by hand. And that is the next step, because I need to get the tail feathers and the wings built before I can move on to other stuff, and then we can start looking at fun stuff like electronics and covering and all that sort of wonderful stuff. Will it be finished, the Lysander, this year? I don't know. But as long as I'm getting it finished and get all the little bits and pieces finished, it's like the Harrier. I've just got to put the servos back in the wings and put a radio in that. That, you know, you could just about see it over there. That I've got to do. I've got to get the Harrier going and bits and pieces. What else is there? I'm not sure now. Yeah, there's other stuff. I got this out the other day to play around with this. What is going on with my Airbus A380? Yes, I've got the electronics from that as well from George, a couple of EDFs. This just needs slapping together and going for gold. It's okay. Time is always against me. But anyway, talking of time, on the 5th of July, it wasn't actually on the 4th of July, it was meant to be on the 4th of July. On the 5th of July, we joined the Independence Day at, I've forgotten where it was now. Oh yes, I remember. Duxford. Yes, Duxford in the UK was a World War II field as well, for I think for the Americans as well. I think it was the American base. But anyway, they celebrated the Independence Day of 2026. And I did a quick shorts, I think, of it, and bits and pieces, but just take a couple of minutes now just to have a look at what a great day. I mean, I love full-scale aircraft as well as RC's aircraft, especially when you get up close and personal, but here you go. beautiful. Now, it's just the tip of the iceberg. We went there actually not to video. We went there to enjoy the day. And we've become members as well for there and other places as well. So we can let you know. We can do actually video days. So if you're not in the UK and you can't get to the UK, then you can see this wonderful selection of aircraft. So that when you do eventually come to the UK, if you can, you'll know where to go. But that's definitely, the museum is full of lovely aircraft, and it's just, yeah, it was a fantastic day. And of course, getting up close and personal to Spitfires. Admittedly, it didn't have an engine in it. And I was looking at it to see if I could fit it in the car, but the wife said no. So, hey ho. She says, I've got enough Spitfires in the hangar, why don't I fly those? Yes, she's absolutely right. I've got 3 in here, and I should be flying one of them at least. It's me. Yeah. Anyway, some of you said I chat too much. I totally agree. Totally agree. This is just my journey, and it's not just a how-to video or whatever video. Yes, I try and show you what I've been taught by other people so I can spread it. So if people are looking how to do something, especially on the Lysander, a great build, I suggest you do one. Just get it now for the winter. Not sponsored by it, but it's a beautiful aircraft. Absolutely beautiful aircraft. And then you can always look at back at my videos, and so you know not what to do. So you can do it the right way. Yes, so am I a bit apprehensive of flying? Yes, I am, because the last one I had to ditch my aircraft because I had a bit of a wibbly wobbly, and rather than ditch it into other human beings, I decided to ditch it into the floor because I think it was a gust of wind caught me or something, and then I ended up doing the rudder the wrong way. Oh, all sorts of things. I thought the best thing, bang. And was it videoed? No, it wasn't. So I'm not going to chat anymore. It was just literally, hi. That's all it was. A bit of Dad's RC Hangar chat, and just to answer a few things that were said in the comments from last week. So, I mean, any comments and bits and pieces, please leave them, and I'll answer them all. Admittedly, this week was a bit late because I've been training all week, so it's been a long week this week. For people that you know, if you do training of any sorts, you like a class training, your brain just goes. So, but yeah, I mean, I was going to do like a tool chat, Dad's RC Hangar tool time, with the tools I use. But yeah, I want to do it properly. I don't want to just go bish bash bosh, a bit like this video really, bish bash bosh. But anyway, it's all good. So if you're getting out and flying this weekend in the UK, because it's lovely weather, I would have done if I wasn't building a climbing frame, then get out there. If anywhere around the world, which is much love to you all, if you're getting out, which you normally do, then have a great time. But if you do, be safe, but most of all, keep safe. And have fun, and spread Dad's RC Hangar for me so we grow in numbers, because I really appreciate that. And any questions that you've got, leave them down in the comments. And I do apologise, it was a bit of a late one today, but I thought rather than just sort of like come in and say I'm sorry, I haven't had time, been working, blah 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 blah, I would say hello and say look at your glass, it's half full, not half empty. Oh yes, keep that positivity, love yourself, life is fantastic. It may not seem so sometimes, it may seem the whole world is on your shoulders. It does mine, but it's normally these, you know. I've got to stop putting them on my shoulders because, like, it's really heavy. Enough of that jokes. I hear children. Oh my gosh, is it that time of day already? Anyway, listen. Thanks for popping by, and thanks for quickly seeing what it's all about on Dad's RC Hangar. A little bit of a chit chat. Yes, so live shows, I know. Yes, they are coming. We might even do one while I'm on holiday, because then I've got time to play about and fool about. Listen, you look after yourselves, and you are special. You remember that. And you want any positivity lift, come back here at Dad's RC Hangar. Ta-ra, till next time. See ya!